The Holy Bible. 39 books of the Old Testament, 27 books of the New Testament. The Word of God for the people of God. Yep, there you go. Sometimes I wish it was that simple, but we are not simple people. Well, some of us are simple, but others are more complicated still. Others are even just mixed up like a big bag of trail mixer. I guess I fall in there somewhere. Anyway, more to the point, the Bible. How long has this book been around and where did it come from? Well, this one here, copyright 1991. So this is more than 20 years old. And it came from Nashville, Tennessee. Simple. Like I said, it's not that simple. And that is why we are talking about the Bible on this episode of Chuck Knows Church. Ooh, are we doing this in 3D? Ooh. So, what is a Bible? Well, the word Bible in English comes from the Greek word biblos, which means book. That is simple. Still not done? Nope. All right. For Jews and Christians alike, the Bible isn't simply a book. It's the book, the most important book of our faith and our religious communities. A collection of sacred texts, arranged differently sometimes, yes, making them different Bibles for both Judaism and Christianity, but still cherished alike for centuries, revealing what God is calling us to be and do in the world yesterday and today. Now, for Jews, the Bible is also called Tanakh in Hebrew. Tanakh is actually an acronym for three major sections that make up the Hebrew Bible: Torah, the books of the law; Nevi'im, the prophets; and Ketuvim, the writings. Now, Christians have divided up these books differently, arriving at a total of 39 for the Old Testament, often called the First Testament. And then later, Christians added more books, what we refer to as the New Testament, or Second Testament. Now, this includes the Gospels, stories of the life of Jesus; Acts, a brief history of the early church; the 21 epistles, or letters to the churches by early Christian leaders; and the book of Revelation, not Revelations, Revelation, which is sometimes considered in a category of its own. Now, that gives a total of 66 books of the Christian Bible. Is that simple enough for you? Now, the oldest surviving complete Christian Bibles are Greek manuscripts from the 4th century, and then, of course, after that, there have been a couple of different versions. The King James Version, the American Standard Version, the New American Standard Version, the Revised Standard Version, the NRSV, the NIV, NLT, ESV, MSG, gluten-free, MOUSC. Tell you what, let's just save all that for another time. The Bible, in all its different forms and translations and in the many languages, remains the best-selling book of all time. It is the unique accounting of God's interaction with people throughout history, and a way to recognize what God is saying to us today. To learn more about the Bible, you can ask your pastor. Tell them Chuck sent you.